Hi, good morning everybody. This is Mike. The market's just opening right now. Sorry a little bit late. I just had to get a few things set up here. And what we're going to do is, let's just put the risk disclaimer again. This is for educational purposes only, etc., etc. And then we'll get into the charts really quickly here because it looks like it's going to hopefully be an update today. The way it's everything's setting up, it looks like it. So, okay, with that being said, risk disclaimer, of course, all forms of trading carry high levels of risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. This live video today is going to be on Sim Trade, of course, still all week. I'm still trying to do some negotiations with Ninja Trader because I do have a partnership, not a partnership, I shouldn't say partnership, but an agreement with them. I'm not partners with them, but with that being said, let's get into the charts here. Let me just get everything set up here so I make sure everything's working properly, and we'll go from there. Where is this? Where is this? Alrighty, let's get into this. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so right now, as you can see, the markets are all pointing up. Dow is set to jump 200 points as vaccine market rally stretches to a third day. Okay, so Dow is already up. It all looks good. When I was originally, I was looking at everything here, and yeah, it looks, all the markets looking quite favorable. So now when we get into the daily chart here, let's do the daily chart here. This is where we are currently on the daily chart, and we have 3 days left. Now, what I want you to realize here, on the very bottom, okay, just before I get going here, what I created on the very bottom of my screen here, right down here, some basic rules. And so what I did is, what I wanted to do is, what we've been doing the past couple of days, because this week I just want to show you, just over and over, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat of how to trade or how I trade. And if you guys have great ideas, and I'm going to show you something, if Isham is online. Oh, Isham, you are online. Okay, good morning, Isham. So whoever is going to be watching this video, he actually showed me something yesterday. I've been playing it around, so now I have an idea. Once again, Isham, thank you for making me decide to program again. But it will actually help us to find zones of interest. So with that being said, let's start taking a look at all the charts. I'm going to check to see if actually... Yeah, okay, my data is working. It just looks like these candles aren't moving. So, but yeah, I do have live data. So, as you can see, we have a bullish chart or a bullish candle here. And what I always say, rule number one, and I'll create a Word document again, just not a Word, Excel spreadsheet that we can, so you guys can always just do this in the morning. Number one, daily. First question is, what phase are you in? Int, whatever. Number two, what is the candle direction of the bar? Okay. And three, how many days left in the phase? Whoops, whatever. I don't care about today about this. So anyways, now what you're going to see is this is our phase, this box right here. How many days left is right here. 3 days, 19 hours. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. The nice thing about the phase right now, where we were, it actually did a little bit of a pullback, I think, when I was looking at it this morning while I was doing some other stuff, is this line right here. Of the past few weeks, we are within that 70% zone of all the volume traded. Okay, if we break this, we're still going to push up, and we know we have a cap. So let's put the high, let's put the high marking right there. So we do have potential. We don't know yet until I start getting farther into the charts. Okay, but that's the first thing what you want to do. Now let's go into the 4-hour chart. If I can find my 4-hour here. Once again, looks like my charts aren't working, but I got live data. Whatever. We'll figure it out when I get to the minute chart here. So on the second phase, like we did, we went back up and down, see how consistent it was. We had a fail signal here. This from, I guess, from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Once again, we want to know if the rhythm is actually working. We can look at candles, but let's actually see if there was any potential profits. So from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. it worked, and from 11 p.m. till 3 a.m. it worked as well. Not by much, basically flat consolidation, but from 3 a.m. now we're shooting up to 1 a.m. So we got some potential. We don't know how much yet. We'll find out. We could see where support and resistance at the highest of the highest area. Plus, we can maybe say there was 3 candles in this zone: first candle, second, third zone. So what we can do is we can create a rectangle, possible support and resistance right in this zone, right there, and we'll go from there. Okay? Looks like the state is not working here. Interesting. I'll have to see my connection. Okay, let's go to the 10-minute chart. Oh, just wait, let's go back here. You gotta do the step by step here. 10-minute chart. Number 1. Oh, not 10-minute, 4-hour chart. What we were looking at, of course, were the time stamps working. Okay, number 2, direction again. Direction of the candle. Number 3, oh yeah, do we have any potential areas of support and or resistance? Okay, now we're in the third phase here. Okay, on the third phase, what we have is we're in the 10-minute chart. As you can see, I was saying it looks like it's going up, but we have to see exactly what's happening. We're now getting to the point because we are 8 minutes into the market open, and right now our current time frame on the smaller time frame is from 8:30 to 9:40. So we did do the pullback, and we are below market open price. And then we're starting to look at our volume point of control, our 70% zone, this level here, the upper level here, market maker, which is a crucial area. This is a crucial area right here, this market maker area, if it does come down. But we are above the VWAP. We are above our trend line. We do have a pull down coming in, so it might do a retracement. What we can do, once again, Fibonacci retracements, look at our areas of interest, see if we're at the 61.8, 50, 61, and it's playing within that VWAP, so it possibly can come down. So let's see if we can get our retracement and our snapback. The only thing I don't like is first thing in the morning, it is going below our market open, but you know, it is what it is. We did have another crazy Z pattern spike. There's an M pattern. This is called Jose's. He's starting to really enjoy this M pattern. So let's, so you get the letter M. There you go. So M usually means pulling down. W's, let's do this again, path here. 1, 2, 3, 4. W's going up. And people from that live in my town, that says Wetaskiwin Mall. Go figure. Anyways, so W going up, M going down. Okay, that's one thing we know. I don't think I'm actually getting any trading day. Look at this, it's all locked up. I'll have to find out why. Okay, so anyways, while this is going down, this will be areas of interest, 50% 68.4. So what we're going to look for is if we are going to be getting a reversal day, let's see if we can pull back to the 61.8 where the volume point, basically where the volume point of control, and let it rip down. But I am actually a trend trader, and we can go from there. See, now I'm starting to get data. So something's hiccuping again today. Okay, so alrighty, now let's go to the 1 minute chart here. Yeah, something's hiccuping. That's okay. This is for education anyways. So we're getting close to the 15-minute mark, as you can see now. Okay, now what I was talking about on those the rules. Let's go back to here. Let's do for 10 minutes. Sorry, so you can understand what's going to be happening here. 10-minute chart. Number one is market maker. I'm not used to my tables a little lower, so that's why I'm typing correctly here. Number two, we were looking at, of course, the market open. And I just got to see what was I looking at again on the third phase here. Day trend, for sure, day trend. Yeah, I'm not getting data. This is frustrating, you know. You want to do YouTube live videos, and I'm not getting data. Okay, number three. I sometimes think it's a conspiracy. You know, election's over. You know, you can make some good money, and all of a sudden I don't get any data. Yeah, go figure. But I am doing simp, but nevertheless. Okay, so and then number three, well, our day trend. What direction? And for sure, number four, net percent. Now this one, let's go back to the 10-minute chart. We are on 10. Are we on 10-minute? Oh, it's not on there. Was it on the other one? Maybe it's on the 1-minute chart. Net percent. Always look at this number. You know what I'm gonna do, because she's not working here. Oh yeah. Let me disconnect here. Doesn't matter. Okay, so on the net percent, we're at point whatever the percentage is. Just text, if you guys have this on, just text me what percent we are on. So what I do is, first thing in the morning, I'll look at this percentage. If it's a positive percent, I'm looking to focus to go up, and if it's a negative percentage, I always look for going down. It can always invert and change. We always have to look at our markets, and we go from there. Okay. So if I see a 0.42, I will look for a 50% pullback to a 0.22, maybe to 0, if it's going to have a continuation mode on there. Let me connect again here. Okay, so with that being said, we'll look for it. Now when I'm into the 1-minute chart, now I'm getting to the nitty-gritty, because we looked at phase one, or the daily chart looks like going up. 4-hour chart timestamps are consistent, they are going up. 10-minute charts, it looks like we're doing our pullback with the day trend possibly, and now at the 1-minute chart, it looks like we're breaking the clouds, so we might have to do a reversal today. We don't know yet. Okay, so when I'm looking at that information, now I'll get into the details here. I'm going to be looking at this phase right here, see what's happening in the overnight. So on the market maker, London session was pushing up, really tightened up, so this could be a top, and it looks like we're doing our pullback for today, possibly. Then what I'll do is I'll look at right here. This marking is that fib predictor that we put on yesterday for potential targets, okay? So if it does go to 50% and bounce up, that's great. Jeez, I'm not getting data again. And then I will look at this baby. So from 9:30, we're at 9:45 now. Of course, it's not authorized. Unbelievable. anyways, let me try it again. So anyways, on the third one, what we're going to do is, what we're going to look at is at 938, 955 to see if the data will reverse to continue up. Because this is the key, guys. If the market scanner, this is called the market scanner, if these times are matching, the longer the time phase, the better the trade. When you have all these tight times right here, all these tight times, it's usually chop. As you can see, they're whipping. But once you get to a 938 phase, 955 phase, go figure. There we go. Let's see if we can get some data here. You better work today. If not, I'm gonna phone these guys. Just getting cursed all week from guys that are mowing the lawn. And okay, now we got some data. Looks like those numbers are chatting. But from 938, 955 till 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, it looks like we're going to have a really nice trade. Now let's see if actually I am getting data or if I'm going to get locked out. If not, I have to call these guys. So, and that's basically it on our last of our analysis. Now, other than that, I might actually literally have to cut this video short and shut her down if I'm not going to get any live data to show you how I'm going to trade this thing. There we go. So what it's looking, okay, if it's loading up properly, I'm going to ask you guys live on YouTube if you guys are watching. I'm not getting data. And I don't want to tell you which direction it's going to go if it's not going to work. But the way I see it, looks like we're going to be getting support and resistance. It looks like if we pop over this level, we got to run her down. And I'm watching these three without even looking at, yeah, my data's not coming through, so I'll have to shut her down today, unfortunately, guys, sorry. And, but if she starts pulling back, then we got this spike up, maybe double top runner, or this thing could be running up once again. Not getting data, guys. I got kicked off again for some reason. Something's wrong. Oh well. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to email me. I apologize for this video today. It's only going to be 15 minutes. And hopefully you can understand a little bit about the education here. The one thing actually I am going to show you before I sign off on you guys is Mr. Isham showed me something yesterday which I thought was really interesting. And just put this as a grain of salt because I'm going to be testing this as possibly programming today. This is the order flow VWAP. If you guys own the software, it shows you the, you know, I actually had it on my original VWAP, but I only did one standard deviation. So this is your VWAP line at one standard deviation, okay? So this is 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations. And what Isham showed me yesterday, and I'm going to still be testing it. It will probably work, but I'm going to change the indicators because we don't, it's always, you know, I get too much stuff on my, you know, my charts sometimes, but I use it a lot for education. Is once you hit the third standard deviation and she starts floating there, it will always usually bounce back to the VWAP. It's called, they are Barry Burns. I think when I started trading, it was, you know, you're always on YouTube channels and trying to figure what to do. Look at that. See, it's just not working. Is the rubber band, he could probably call it rubber band trade. I never really looked at his rubber band trade, but as you can see, once you get to the third zone, it will come back to the VWAP. But there's a caveat on it, okay, guys? The caveat is, if it's a runner today, which it looked like first thing in the morning, we have to take it with a grain of salt and say, don't bother. If it's flat like this, these are the days that the range traders that you see, the swing trading, range trading, works extremely well. So what I'm planning to do is I might get rid of all this noise, but I will sniff out these zones and have markings on there. And that's what I'm going to be planning to do today. So other than that, you guys, just I'm going to sign off here. sorry once again. Once I can figure all this, why I'm. This is 2 days in a row that I'm having actually connections issues with NinjaTrader, and I'll contact them to find out what the heck's happening. Other than that, just make sure you guys pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and you guys have a great day. Take care.